Self-coaching is one of, if not the most valuable skills any driver can develop. It's what separates an intermediate from advanced driver in my opinion. Most organizations define an advanced driver by experience, basically how many track days they've done. But I've seen plenty of intermediate drivers who are far more aware and intentional behind the wheel than some seasoned veterans. And I think that comes down to one thing: self-coaching. To see why this matters, let's look at what most people do after a session. They hop out of the car, talk lap times, maybe grab a drink, and wait for the next run. But that short window right after you get off track, that's where the biggest gains could be made. That only if you can learn to extract valuable insights from every session. I do feel that even without a hired coach or a fancy data rig, you can grow twice as fast if you self-coach. If you ever end a session thinking, I was faster through that corner this time, but I have no idea why, then this is exactly what you need to work on. Now, don't get me wrong, if you're lost or don't know what to look for, get a coach. A good coach can show you what to focus on, what to look for, what to feel, and what to prioritize. The truth is that this sport is ever learning. Even those that make millions driving have not perfected their craft. That's what makes this your biggest weapon. It's important to realize that self-coaching is what brings the thing we do unconsciously to reality. Think of a moment where you were watching a game. From the sidelines or your couch, it's easy to spot the right move. But when you're in the game, it's hard to see that clearly. That's what we're fixing today. Self-coaching will give you that outside view and will allow you to better tackle a play. Imagine seeing a similar play again and again. How does that not dictate your approach to the next time around? Let me walk you through a step-by-step process I take when I'm on track. But before we get into my process, if you're heading to the track soon, make sure to check out Open Track Insurance. The link is in the description below. They allow us to do track days with peace of mind that if anything happens, we are covered. They might even be the reason I'm comfortable sending the car pretty hard. Anyways, back to it. The first step in my process is the mental download. As soon as you see the checkered flag, start the mental debrief immediately. While you're coasting back to the paddock, ask yourself, where did it feel slow? Where was I confident? Did I brake too early? Too late? Did I adapt to how the track and my car evolved? You can even sit in the car for a minute or two in the paddock while your temps come down to finish thinking this through. Take that time to replay the session or your fast lap in your head. And believe me, this is doable as it's fresh. If you're a note taker, jot things down or record a quick voice memo. Think of it like remembering a dream. If you tell it to someone right after you wake up, you'll remember it. If you don't and go back to sleep, it's probably gone forever. Use corner numbers, apex markers, or visual clues. Whatever helps you capture details fast. Next, review your footage. And no, you don't need to rewatch the full 20-minute session. Focus on key corners, the ones that felt off. Compare your fastest lap to a slower one, side by side, and look for, say, early versus late throttle, line, missed apexes, hesitations or double inputs, unnecessary corrections, and also try to find out if your eyes were focused on the right place. If you have a POV or helmet mounted cam, this can better help you realize where you are actually looking. If you've got data, great. Check minimum speeds, brake points, throttle traces. Look for what's consistent, both good and bad, but don't get lost in it. Pick one or two takeaways, then move on. From here, you'll need to plan your next run. For your next session, write down or say out loud 1 or 2 achievable goals. For example, I'll brake 5 meters deeper into turn 12. I'll commit to full throttle going through 10. Take the brake to the apex at 11. Remember, do not chase lap time, chase execution. Lap time is just the byproduct of doing everything else right. Now you need to reflect on your run. After the next session, check if you actually did what you set out to do. Did you improve? Did you stick to the plan? Was the plan achievable, even if the lap time doesn't show it? Because say the temps went up or the track got greasy. That, to me, is still progress. Some of the best sessions I've had felt slow, but I knew I executed my laps almost perfectly. That's what real growth looks like. At some point, you'll reach the phase where gains come in tenths, not seconds, and self-coaching, in my opinion, is what gets you there. Now, I want to talk about how the pros do it. Just listen to their onboards. Here, you'll hear stuff like, car's really pushy through 4, balance is off mid-corner, exit snappy, need a touch more rear grip. They're not whining, they're diagnosing and taking mental notes. They are giving their engineers actionable feedback on the fly. Guys, if they can do it, you can do the same for yourself. Also, if you find a full-blown team beside you in the paddock, testing at a track day, don't stare, but take notes on their approach, on listening to the driver as soon as he's out of the car, reviewing the data, then making changes to the car. They each have their process, but the same goal. Just remember that every great lap starts in the paddock, not at turn 1. I can literally prove this because when has anyone's first session been the best ever of the weekend? Just never. Their improvement started after a debrief of session 1 in the paddock. I want to finish off by saying that if you do this after every session, I guarantee your learning curve will skyrocket. Over time, this process becomes automatic, not standard. Eventually, you'll finish your download before you've even parked the car. And when that happens, congrats, you've leveled up as a driver. Remember, take everything that comes as a learning opportunity, the ups and downs. I sometimes get lazy throughout my track day and will not pull video and data, but if something bad happens like a spin or an off, you better bet I'm dissecting that video to make sure I do not find myself in that situation again. Honestly, what we spoke of today can be applied to everything in life. Growing in life is basically how fast you learn through your mistakes, some major, some minor, but they all give us something to take away. Throughout this video, I have pushed you to self-coach, but do not refrain from revisiting a coach. There is nothing wrong with this and is honestly necessary from time to time to keep you sane and on the right path. I actually do this frequently. If y'all enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and make sure to share this with your track rat friends to see if this is something they do. Feel free to drop your comments and thoughts below. And as always, I'll see you guys at the racetrack.